Howdy folks, it's Devin. Today I'm sharing with you a comparison of the Westman Atelier Vital Skin Foundation Stick in the shades Atelier N and Atelier O. This is not a sponsored video and I spent my own money. When I was trying to decide between the two shades, I had trouble finding a comparison on someone with a similar skin tone. So I hope you find this video helpful if you're on a quest for similar answers. For a bit of background, I try my best to prioritize clean ingredients whenever possible, and I'm not really a makeup gal in general. I like to keep a really curated collection that encompasses my everyday made-up face, or a signature look. I've recently become familiar with the Westman Atelier brand and have really loved each product I've tried from them so far. Their I Want You mascara in clean black, Bond brow defining pencil in bark, and Vital Skincare Concealer in shade Atelier L1 have all since become mainstays in my makeup collection. So when I had come to the end of my current Kjaerweis cream foundation and noted that they've been sold out of my shade F112 Lightness for a very long time with no restock on the horizon, I decided to try a new-to-me product. Since I've been having good luck with Westman Atelier in general, I settled on giving their Vital Skin Foundation Stick a go. I was having trouble deciding between their two lightest shades, Atelier N and Atelier O, based on their website. For reference, I am very fair and have cool undertones. I find it difficult in general to achieve a good foundation match with shades often looking too yellow or orange or just plain too dark. I feel that when, like me, you fall at either end of the shade spectrum, it can be tricky to achieve a good match, and we aren't left with much choice if the entire range is shifted too dark on one end and too light on the other. Those who are able to find harmony within the mid-range offerings are certainly more catered toward by makeup companies. I've also noticed that cool-leaning foundation in general seems to be trickier to come by than the more warm tones, and often brands label a shade cool or warm, and are not referring to matching skin tone, but rather color correcting it, which only adds to confusion. My personal goal is to embrace my natural coloring and match and not correct. Atelier N is described as porcelain neutral undertone, while Atelier O is porcelain gentle rose undertone. I found further confounding information when I saw that Atelier O is described as porcelain yellow undertone in a different website graphic. I found a helpful photo attached to a Sephora product review for the shade Atelier N entitled, "When the Fairest Isn't Fair Enough," which led me to question my entire pursuit. Now, I live over 2 hours drive to my closest Westman Atelier counter, so my solution was to order both colors directly and make use of the brand's generous return policy to keep the best choice for me and send back the one that didn't work out. I did see a video short with brand founder Gucci Westman explaining that two shades can be used in conjunction to achieve a more customized look, but at $68 a pop, one is going back. My first impression is informed by the packaging, which feels luxe and on par with what I've now come to expect from the brand. These foundation sticks have a delicate nude blush color with matte finish, subtle branding, a weight to them that denotes quality, and their magnetic lid gives a satisfying snap. If you have more than one of these, as Gucci suggests, the magnets repel each other, which could be an issue if you plan to store them together in a drawer or makeup bag. So I'm showing you folks these in natural lighting. Here are the two colors close up in their packaging, Atelier N on the top and Atelier O on the bottom. Now I'm going to swatch these two on my arm. This one is the shade Atelier N, and this one is Atelier O. My first thought is that they look very similar and both darker in general than I was hoping. I'm seeing a bit more yellow in Atelier N and an orange cast in the Atelier O shade. I wish both shades were lighter. I think Atelier N is a touch lighter and therefore a better match, although the undertone is a bit off. Here are both shades in comparison to the Vital Skin Concealer in shade Atelier L1 that I already use. The concealer seems lighter, has a touch of pink without being orange, and it looks more cool toned to me than either of the two foundation sticks, which is partly why I've been so happy with it. Let's see how they look blended out a bit. They blend well and have a very nice texture, similar to my Kjaerweis cream foundation, which was also not an ideal match, but I liked it due to its formulation. I regret not saving enough to swatch with you folks for the sake of comparison. Does anyone happen to know what's going on with Kjaerweis? Their lack of inventory is worrisome. So of the two choices, I think I'll go with the Atelier N shade. While I don't think it's the perfect choice, I'll either come to terms with it or do some research while I'm using it up. and come up with something else to use next time. I'd love to hear about what you use and love, and any specific recommendations for fair-skinned gals. Let me know in the comments. Also, if you'd like to see more content on my makeup or skincare routine, let me know and I'll make future videos. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me again in the desert.